Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today, you have the Rhino. We're going to be drinking a beer that was sent to me by Steve out in BC. Thank you very much, Steve, for sending this beer out. This is the first beer from this brewery I will ever have had. And, yeah, this brewery is Fieldhouse Brewing. They have a nice fox on their cap. This is 3.8% alcohol by volume. It is proudly brewed in East Abbey, BC in small batches. This is a sour wheat Gose. I don't think you really need to add sour or wheat to the Gose name, because a Gose is a salted sour wheat. But I guess if you didn't know what you were getting, that's a little bit of an addition to it for you. I'm just checking here if they have any ingredients or anything. I don't know if there's actually even salt added to this. We believe that good beer and good times go hand in hand, and that real goodness comes fresh. Comes from the gathering of good company. Our beers are meant to be enjoyed with friends. They are carefully crafted, classic, drinkable styles infused with fresh ideas and innovations. Over on this side, a 16th century German salted sour wheat ale that, okay, you know what, so that just tells me that, yeah. The salt comes from Vancouver Island Salt Company. I really do wish I had more people to review with. I do enjoy reviewing with one person at the very least. I like to have like two people with me, 2 or 3, and that way you really get a lot of different ideas, and you can get some peanut gallery chirping, but it's not over the top. I really, due to my job and everything else, don't get to see a lot of my buddies anymore. I forgot to Weiss roll this before I did this, so yeah. Doesn't look like it was really needed, though. Yeah, so I think I should start trying to find new people to come out and join me for some reviews. But then at the same time, I wonder, do I really want to invite new people that I don't know into the house? Because I did come from a big city where you don't trust people all that much. But here is a smaller city where you do trust people more. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't even know if anyone would want to come out and join me. I don't even know if anyone is around that would be able to. So there was some bright white head. Lots of fizz. This is thick. This is disgustingly thick, to be honest with you. I cannot even see my hand when I touch the glass. Like, even through the fluorescent, there is no difference from touching the glass to not touching the glass. That is, that brings back memories of drinking Bose Double Coit, which was so thick that it was like what one of my ex-girlfriends told me taking semen in the mouth was like. It was thick. It was yeah. But that's almost like mango juice or grapefruit juice or you know what, old Tropicana apple, when it was just like almost basically just cider. Yeah, that's kind of gross looking, to be honest. For me at least, that's not appealing. And I like my beers thick and yeah. Scent. Okay, that smell is that slightly latex-like sour. So obviously kettle soured. And it might have just turned a little further than I personally like in my Goses, but who knows? Let's try it. Cheers. So right now, look is iffy. I mean, I think if you had poured this for me and said it was an IPA or something, I'd be super excited. But when you pour it for me and say a Gose, I get a little worried. I think that might be the problem here, because I know that there are some IPAs and other such beers and Radlers and stuff that have looked like this that I've been really excited about. But this just kind of turns me off, but I think it's because I've seen the label. If I hadn't seen the label, I might have been like, yeah, I'm going to have like an Alchemist or something. You know, like that type of thing. The smell, so visually I would say maybe 50-50. I think it's the style that turns me off visually. Scent, not really there for the scent, but let's try it. Cheers, I like myself some Goses, so Okay. So first and foremost, unlike some Ontario Goses and Berliner Weisses and stuff like that, this knows that there is more to it than just the sour, and it knows there's more to it than just the salt. The salt comes out forefront in a lot of Ontario Goses. Not all of them, but in a lot of them. This has that saltiness, but it's in the back end. It's drying up my palate right now and making me want more. So right then and there, I give this beer a thumbs up, because it's done something that a lot of beers out here can't do. Proper ABV to drink a shitload of it, so another thumbs up. Now the scent had a little bit of that that almost like latex rubber sourness scent. Taste, nothing like that, so a third thumbs up. Yeah, very weedy, very grainy, dry weediness in the center, salty, dry palate cleansing on the back end. Forefront sour, but like that sweet sour. It's almost like you know when you have sourdough, yeah, when you make sourdough, and you eat it before it's fully proofed, and I've done that before too, and it's it has that slight touch of sweetness to it. That's what I'm getting off of this, and I actually quite enjoy it, to be honest with you. Yeah, the look isn't really there for me. Yeah, the scent isn't really there for me, but the taste is splendid. I was worried by the smell that it was going to be very acidic, very vinegary, but it's not. It's very subtle. It is sour, but it's subtle. It has that sweet hint to it. The wheat washes that sour away to a dryness, and the salt on the back end just dries your palate out pretty good. All in all, this is a palate cleansing beer. This would be a great beer for food pairing, only in that it cleanses. I mean, the sour isn't something you really want with a lot of different foods, but I mean, I could see that sour, that slight sweet sour working with like a Chinese food. I could actually see it working with bratwurst full of like sauerkraut and stuff. I could see it working with anything spicy, because it does just clear the palate. And it's a nice refreshing beer. You don't even need it for food pairing. You can just drink it to drink it and have fun with it. So all in all, I'm really quite impressed with this beer. I'm really quite impressed with this little brewery I never knew anything about. And I get a new cap for the fridge, and that's awesome too. So out of 10 on this beer, fuck, I don't even know. Let's take another swig. Cheers. You know what? Out of 10 on this, I think an 8.75. I really, really enjoy this. So, 8.75 out of 10 from the Rhino for Fieldhouse Brewing's Sour Wheat Gose. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Fieldhouse Brewing, for brewing this beer. And bye-bye.